Thanks, Chairman, and I'd like to thank both of you for your submissions earlier and being here today. Just a number of questions. First of all, just in relation to Scottish Water, you're a public corporation. If there was a decision made by the Scottish Assembly to effectively privatise and make it into a market corporation, what would that require? I presume just simply an act of the Assembly itself. Other question, just in relation to, for both companies, in relation to district metering kind of versus household metering, what would you say is the most valuable tool in terms of water conservation and leakage detection, in terms of actually identifying leaks and dealing with them? And following on from that, then, if through we have been given evidence here and documents and been told that it's not possible to identify single-house wastage of water through district metering, which I don't agree with. I know it is possible because I've done it myself in the past. But so how does both companies deal with if you identify a single property that has actually a water wastage problem? How do you actually deal with that in terms of liaison with the household and encourage them or whatever to rectify and deal with the problem? And final question, just as in relation to your role or responsibilities that you have in relation to single-house wastewater systems. So basically, rural households that may be operating on a septic tank. Do either or both companies have a role in terms of assisting them with the desludging, dealing with the waste and stuff, and any monitoring of that as well? Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. The first thing to say is that yes, Scottish Water is publicly owned, and therefore, for there to be any change in status, that would need to be a decision of the Scottish Parliament. I mean, I think just for the record, I think we believe that we've been able to run Scottish Water very successfully in public ownership, and we've used it very effectively to engage our staff that actually the reason they're driving for service improvement, the reason they're driving for efficiencies is all about delivering the benefits back to their customers and communities. I think in terms of for detecting leakage, well, clearly we don't have household meters, but we do have business meters, but it's very much district meter data that we use for identifying and driving down leakage. On the issue of water wastage, I think, as Chris said earlier, we're very similar with that. We have a kind of an assisted supply pipe repair policy where we will, provided it is reasonable, we will work with customers to repair their supply pipes. And then on the issue of single-house wastewater systems, we have a service that we provide, a septic tank emptying service right across Scotland. And in law, we are required to provide that service and to provide it at the same cost, irrespective of where in the country, mainland or island, a customer is based.